So we will continue. We will continue here. The last requirement that we stop on, which is to output a message to the user based on whatever he have inputted before. So we want to say hello name. So where is the name? Should we put like that?
Yeah.
Can we try to run? But I want to remind you with something. Print statement so we want to concatenate two strings together. So we use this method here. Okay. If we want to use output, it's a different story. But let me. There is something wrong with output on this compiler. Again, it's not an official compiler. So I will show it to you, but we try to run first and see what he will give to us. So I enter Joy and see what is the output here. So did you see the output? It works correctly, right?
Yeah.
So tell me what we need to do. So we can take this as a copy like that. And then we try to modify it here. So, okay, that's a string and we put a double quotation. So percentage score. Where is our percentage score? Okay, so we write here percentage score. Sorry. That's ours. Do you think it will work like that? Do you think anything wrong?
No.
Do you see the output here?
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's go and try to do it in output using the output command. Okay, so we say we will output a message, but then we don't have any variable declared. So we will declare message and we make it as a string. Okay, so we want to put what inside the message. So can we copy that line and put it there? And see if it will work. Joey, did you see what I'm doing?
Yes.
So okay, good. Do you think it will work?
Yeah.
Okay. So it worked, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Joey, I want to again remind you, please note that string concatenation should be always using this sign, the and sign, the ampersand.
Okay.
Okay, that's when you are writing a code inside the pseudocode. Okay, compiler here is a different story.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let me think. So Joy, I would say let's stop pseudocode here and let's go back to Python.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. We stop here.
For Python, we also don't have to include the and sign, which is for pseudocode, right?
No, we use a plus sign.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
But for
But again, you don't worry about you don't worry about Python, because Python, you have a real compiler that you will run the test using it. So even if it gets you an error, you will be able to see the error on the compiler that you're using, either using PyCharm or whatever compiler that you're using. But okay, I am you was asking another question. Let me hear.
yeah, like how you said Python, we use plus, right? But
Yes,
for the phrase earlier, we don't even have to put a plus, right? A comma will do, right?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So okay, let me see. We use arrays. So last time we used arrays, right?
Yeah.
You still remember
Yeah.
that? Okay, so you remember the index. Please remember, it starts from 0. Okay,
Yeah.
and then yeah, to store any value inside a certain place, so we use the square brackets and we use the index inside. Okay, we already know that. To print also, we have to use a square brackets with the index inside. So if we print names 1, what are you going to print here? Names, square bracket, 1 inside. From this array names, what are you going to print?
So I can't see your screen. Are you showing your screen?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Yeah. Okay.
So my apologizes. I'm sorry. So here,
Yeah.
you see here we are starting from 0.
Okay.
Okay, the index is 0. So again, if we want to assign something to the array, we have an array names. It's full of strings. Okay, and then if we want to put something at the position 0, it will be this Taha. So he put it here at the start. Here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if we want to put at position 4, Panto. So we put it, this is position 0, this is position 1, this is 2, this is 3. Actually, he is wrong here. He's supposed to put 3. He's wrong here. Okay.
Why is it wrong, sir?
Is it wrong? Because we use the index to put the value inside. Okay.
Okay.
So wait. The compiler is always our reference. So we should anything we should refer to the compiler. So
okay.
here it's easy. So do you see the array names? So if we want to put so again, I want to put at position 2. I want to put at position 2, 0, 1, 2. Instead of Lee, I want to put Joy. Joy. Okay. And then I want to print where is Joy. So, or never mind, we just print the whole array. Print like that. Sorry, names like that. So, okay, can we? What do you think? Let me try to. Joy. Wait, let me comment all the lines. Yeah. Yeah, let's try to run and see. It doesn't, oh, sorry. I use a wrong operator, sorry. So now, what do you see?
Yeah.
So this is position 0. This is position 1. This is position 2. This is position 3.
Yeah.
So what I did now, I changed position 2. Just now, the guy, what he used here is he wanted to change. So actually, there is a way also. I mean, so actually, this guy is not wrong. I apologize. This guy is not wrong. So this is position 0. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. And this is 4. I'm so sorry. This guy is not wrong, actually, because I confused between Bano and Panto.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So actually, the guy is not wrong. He's correct. See, he put in position 4 Panto, and it's true. It's just my eyes that I confuse. Okay. So, and this is position 5. Okay. And so, so actually, be aware that array is quite important. So, yeah. We remove, we continue. Okay. So now, if we want to print, can you see here? We want to print what is in position number 1. What do you think he will print?
Ahmed.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So can we still remember the length of the array is a function to do what?
To count the number of index.
To count the number of elements inside the array. Yes, but yes, somehow yes, you are correct. So can you tell me what would be the length here in this case?
6.
Perfect. Good. Okay. We already see that before on previously. If we have an array like that, can you tell me the index of Bano? So this is Bano. Can you tell me the index of Bano?
3.
Correct? Okay. So that is the code actually to find it. So so what he's doing here is that he's making a for loop, and he's looping through the whole array, and then he's checking the array one element by one element. When he come to index 0, then he check what's inside. Is it is Taha equal to Bantu or not? So he will keep going on inside the for loop until he come to this position, and then he will print the value of x, which is like you said before, it will be equal 4. Is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. We move to the next. Okay. Adding an item in the list. Okay. So names is an array. Do you know that we can use a function called append to add something to the end of the array? Did you use it before? This append function?
No.
Okay, good. So as you see, this is an array, and normally it ends here. Okay, and he used append. Sorry, I apologize. It ends here. Okay, and he used append command to add this chabnum to the end. Okay, so the array will change. Okay, I am not able to insert easily in the middle of the array. Okay, I'm able to replace the content, the element on the array. So I'm able to come here and say, I don't want to put Banu, I want to put Joy. I'm able to do that. Okay, but I cannot insert something new in the middle of the array. Is that clear to you?
Yes.
Okay. So whenever we use append, it will put at the end of the array. Okay. Now we go here. Let me erase it. Okay. So this code actually, can you please try to look with me? This code. Did you see any while loop before? Do you know what while loops do?
No, sir.
Okay. So we stop this one here. We go to the compiler and try to. Let me see if we have a while loop here. No. So I will just comment this. Okay. So actually, we're supposed to go to loops and try to understand how it works. But just something easy here. What we would say is we define a variable called x, and we put 0 inside it. And okay, while x less than length of array of names. So print what? Print x. So while loop is similar slightly to a for loop. It will keep doing something under it. So when you put this line, anything under it will keep running as long as this condition is correct. So I want to create a loop that keep running as long as x is less than the length of the array. And here I want to say x equal, so x equal x plus 1. So every time the loop runs, it will increase the value of x. Okay. Actually, also we want to put it like that. Okay. I want to know from you, what do you think will be the output before I run? So, okay, do you understand this line? Forget about while. Do you understand if I say x less than length of names? What is the length of names? So this is the names. Names is an array, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How is the length of the array? What is the length of the array?
It'll count the number of elements, which is 4.
Perfect. Yes. So x is less than 4. While x is less than 4, run these two lines. While x is less than 4, run this line. The first time this line will run, x equals 0. So 0 is less than 4 or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so this means that we will run for the first time. And then here, I will increase the value of x to become 1. So when we come again to, after with this line, we come to check again here. Okay, so it will check the condition again. 1 is less than 4 or not? This is always 4, right? We fixed, it doesn't change, but the x always changing. So 1 less than 4 or not? 1 less than 4 or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so it will run again. And it will print x again, and it will increase the value of x to become 2. Last time x equal 1, right? So it will now become 2. 2 is less than 4 or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so it will run again for the third time. It will print x. Okay, x equal 2, right? So it will print 2. And then x will be added. We add 1 to it, so it becomes 3, right? So yeah. 3 is less than 4 or not? Yes. So it will run one more time, and it will print 3 because the value of x equals 3. Then we will add one more time 1 to the value of x. And now it becomes 4. So is it 4 is less than 4 or not? No, 4 is not less than 4. So this condition will, so the statement here will evaluate to false. It's not correct. So it will not run again. So it will exit and run the next line. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So we run and see the output. Expect us to put colon here. So do you see here? We print from 0 to 3. And this print comes from this line. Is it clear to you? Yeah. Can you now understand while loop? How is it different from the for loop? Do you need me to write for you what the for loops do and do a comparison, or you understand?
Understand.
Okay, that's good. So, okay, this code. Let me go here. Input a name from the user. If that name is in the array, then print it. Then print it is already there. If not, add it to the array. So it means he will ask you to input a name, and he will go through the whole array and check. Okay. If the name is there, he will not add. He doesn't want the array to have a duplicate name. Okay. So he want to only add unique names to the array. So the user will try to input. Yes, tell me.
Your screen.
Yes, I noticed that. Okay, so input a name from the user. If that name is in the array, then print it. Then print it is already there. If it is there, if not, add it to the array. He wants the array always to be unique. So he have an array of names, as you see here. He have an array of names, okay, and then he want to take an input from the user, okay, and he want to check the input from the user. He stores the input from the user into a variable name called new name, and then he want to make sure before he put this new name inside the array that this name is already not there. He want to input a unique name to the array. Okay, clear? Yeah. Unfortunately, this time, this way of checking inside the for loop, unfortunately, is not correct. Okay, the guy here using a while loop, but this is a wrong way. It's not correct way. Okay, and I want to prove to you why is it wrong. But let me explain first, and then we want to run this his code. We want to run his code, and we want to run a for loop. So if I teach you only that you memorize the code, if in the exam they ask you to use your mind, you will not be able to solve problem. You will not be able to find a mistake if they ask you to find a mistake. Okay, so now we have a look here. This while loop to run, it will have to check that this condition is correct and true. So he put two conditions. X is less than length of the array. So he start with, if you can see here, he start with x equal what? Can you see here?
Yeah.
X equals 0, right?
Yeah.
So what is the length of the names here?
6.
So here always 6. So we want to always check that x is less than 6, right? So when it is 0, it is less than 6, right? Mm-hmm. And then we always incrementing every time we run the whole loop. After it we increment x by 1. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we make a flag. So flag, you will always, many times you will need a flag. Why? Because you will do something based on that flag. So let's say you are searching an array, and then you don't want to continue searching if you find something that you are looking for inside the array, but you need a flag to make an if statement. Okay, so you always want to say, if I find something, make the flag equal true, and then you have an if condition that if the flag equal true, then you want to exit what you are searching for. Okay, so many times inside your algorithms or while you are solving a problem with a code, you want to use flags. Flags will always be a Boolean, and it will be either true or false. Okay, he's putting always, most of the time, we used to assign the flag here as false. But normally, I recommend that you name the flag by something have a meaning in it. So it means that I would name the flag as found flag or flag found. So it gives us some meaning, okay? But never mind. What he's doing also is not correct. It's not bad because it is a small code, okay? So what he's saying here, as long as flag equal false, and as long as x is less than 6, you run this loop. So you run all this code here. Is that clear to you?
Yeah.
So what is the purpose of the code that we are, I mean, what we are trying to loop here? We are trying to go through all the elements of the array and check if the name here is inside the array. Do you recognize that?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you see this if statement?
Yeah.
So what is the purpose of the if statement?
If that new name is in the name list.
Okay, in the name array, yes. Okay. So it will do what? So it will
print
it's already there. So if it's not there, so if this is false, it will come to the else, right?
Yeah.
So it will do what?
It will add the name
to the array, right?
Yeah.
And then it will do what here?
It will change the flag from false to true.
Okay. So if the flag become true, so after the loop finish, and then it come to check again here, and if it finds the flag equal true, it will not run again. So that is the purpose of the flag. So once you find the name, because you don't want to, so if you find or not find, how to say, the name, or you add it to the array, you don't want to add it many times. You only want to add it one time, right? So if you add it one time, you want to exit the loop. You don't want to keep continuing running, right?
Yeah.
Does this make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we stop here. I want to show you why I said the code is not correct. Okay. So I want to say here, let me check. So please have a look with me here. So this is the code. This is the code that we said. I named here a flag. I said edit flag, and I put it false. And this is exactly the same code that we have. Joy, we have to stop and we have to enter again.
Okay, sir.